gets through the nebula. Copper wings cut comet trail. Every star a silent syllable in a book of cosmic tales. We are dust.
Hey, hey. Hang on, just let me get rid of that. Oh, I need music. I need music. Find music. I need some new music. Let's get on that. Alright, there we go. Right. It's not really that I can't sleep, by the way. I fell asleep about 6:30 this evening and woke up 6 hours later, so I've kind of had my sleep. I was just so exhausted. It's been a long week. So let's see who's here. Hey, Rob. Another one who can't sleep. I don't know if Giselle's still here, but I said thank you. If you're still here, Giselle, thank you so much for that. You're a treasure. Lovely Caroline. Hey, hey. How are you doing? Thank you, Rob. Another treasure. And happy to support. Holly 8. How you doing? Fellow insomniacs, I know. I think there's a lot of us in the community. Yes, I'm on nicotine recovery. In the community that actually tonight, like I said, I've had 6 hours. It's just body clocks all over the place. And as I rarely leave the house, I can kind of sleep when I want, within reason. Denise, hey, hey. Mike, oh. Yeah, Aussie Cat, I'm okay. I can say I've had a lot of sleep, but awesome to see you, sweetie. Uh, Orinoco says hello. Hello. Pinky member for 10 months, you treasure. Hope you're getting enough rest, Pinky, because I know how hard you're working at the moment. All over the place, so make sure you're getting you time. I know, I'm a hypocrite, but you know. Gillian, I can't sleep either. I've broken tooth. Oh no! Oh, please tell me they're not on the hand that you dominant hand. Oh, I bet that's painful. It's bad enough. I mean, I've had problems. I've got arthritis and I've got a knackered left hand, but I've not broken any fingers. I can't even imagine what that's like. Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy, this is just a casual live, darling. If you're going live, that's cool. I'm not trying to tread on toes, but good to see you, sweetie. Hope you're doing okay. Jimmy, Jimmy, Joe Beams, how are you doing, darling? You treasure, the absolute treasure. You fell over. Oh God. I'm so sorry that you broke your fingers, Jimmy. That's an ouchie just thinking about it. I broke my toes. I broke my foot without realising it. That's why I've got arthritis, by the way. I broke my foot in the mosh pit. Just thought it was sore. I thought I'd done some internal swelling and stuff, and turns out I broke it. This intro is on fire. Yeah, so I actually did that. I started trying to do some music for the Chariots of the Gods, and I ended up doing that. I thought that's more of an intro, but I mean, I'll go through it another time later. But I've got plans for the channel. It's time that I was covering the fantastic, because honestly, I'm tired of a lot of the bullshit in the community. So I'll still do my vlogs. I've got 2 vlogs on the way, but yeah, let's be me. Let's finally be me. Hey, Pomp. I'm guessing you're working, sweetie. At least I hope you're working and you're not a fellow insomniac. Been busy with my mum. She's having back surgery next Tuesday, finally. Oh, ouch. Another ouch. I hope she's okay. Hope it sorts out things for her. Hey, Sage Rat. Can't imagine having back surgery. It's like Ryan of Bristol. He was supposed to go in and they changed it at the last minute. So I don't know if he's had his appointment yet, his new date yet. Got himself all geared up and wound up about having it done, and then they cancelled last minute. So it sucks when they do that. It's 4:05 p.m. here, and I had 8 hours sleep last night. Oh, awesome, Pinky. Yeah, I know. This is a good time for Aussies and Kiwis. I'm pleased you managed to get sleep. I'm really pleased you managed to get sleep, because I know that you've been exhausted. Oh, Caroline. You need to get sleep. That's all right. I'm often going between live streams. I've modded on 2 different live streams at the same time. The only thing you got to be careful of, sweetie, because I'm always being caught, is you've got to make sure that you're putting the right thing in the right chat. Yeah, apparently the only thing I've ever broken is, well, my foot and toes. I've never touched wood. I've never broken anything else. I've just jinxed myself, haven't I? Uh, uh, oh, hey, Pump. The other day I passed a truck on the highway that said Pump Tyre Service, and I thought of you. Insomnia starts. I know. Night shifts. I don't know. I mean, I've known a few people over my time that have done night shifts. Actually, when he was a lot younger, my cousin was one of them. He worked for the coal, one of the when they were still open, one of the coal mines. He was wages clerk, and he constantly had problems with sort of eating and stuff like that. He never, all the time he did it, he never really got used to doing night shift. Thanks, Sarah. She's in so much pain. Oh no. Oh, I hope the surgery sorts it. Fingers crossed. My belief with the back, it's a bit like with my foot. There's certain parts of the body that they don't operate on unless they really think they can make a difference. It's the advice I had with my foot, actually. My best friend, when I think she was still a teenager, 18, 19, she was in a motorbike accident. She was a pillion, and she broke her foot, and she had a few operations on it, and it was her that said to me, Sarah, don't have an operation unless they can fix it, because it never helped hers. So they are much better now at not waiting to make sure that it could make a difference. Nice to know you could associate me with tyres, Jimmy. Could be worse. Yeah, exactly. It said pump tyres. Daylight savings is hitting here this Sunday. Oh, is it? Oh, I'll have to watch that. I'll have to watch out for that. I actually like the US daylight saving going before us, because it means that we're hang on, I'm just gonna turn my fan down because I need heat. It's cold in here. I'm not being very graceful doing this. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. I don't know. It being 4 hours instead of 5 does tend to make things a bit easier for a bit. I will sleep later during the day. Oh no, of course. Sorry, I'm forgetting that because of the time I've gone live, it's daytime for you guys. Your avatar looks awesome, by the way. That's one of the peaches, isn't it? I've broken my wrist jumping off a wall at school and nose in a car accident. Ouch. Yeah. It's probably wise if you it is difficult to adjust to night shift. Some people do manage it, but I couldn't do it. She said, always awake at night, but you know what I mean. You're right, no problem, Joe. My spine is full of metal bits and pieces, and I have a small plate in my skull for when I fell off the roof in 2019. I set off metal detectors. Oh, bless you. Ouch. My sister dropped me when I was 2 and I broke my leg. Oh, God. Sage Rat says I have titanium in my neck and feet. Oh my God, I think I've been lucky. Well, kind of. Broken some toes on acting a fool and the pinky knuckle on my right hand. Punching a kid in the face. I was also a kid, and when I punched him, it was legal. Good to know. Some kids deserve punch in the face when you're a kid. Um, I grew up at a time when that's what kids did more. Um, Boys were always far more civilized about it than girls. The boys would used to arrange a time to have a fight and would have a referee there. The girls just used to anything, any time, just jump and use all sorts of weapons like stilettos. And we bionic women. Sarah beating an intruder. That's what it sounds like. Oh, and also had a few broken. Oh, bless Jimmy. Bless you. This guy can't wake up. Hey, sweetie. I quite like the night shift when I worked at Summerfield. Music pumping, no customers, and eat what I like. Plus, when everyone's coming to work, you're going home. Yeah, you see, that part of it I would like. I mean, I used to get up, I used to do the markets a couple of times a week. And I used to get there for about 6:30, so I was up about 4 o'clock. I didn't mind that, but yeah, it is peaches. Yes, I need to do something with those superhero ones. Actually, I'll have to do some animations with them. Um, Thank you, Sky. You are a treasure. Thank you for the gifted. Uh, it sets alarms off when we went to the courthouse to drop off something. Do you have something that tells them? Do you have like a card that says, you've got metal plates, or do they just see it through the security? The X-ray thingy. What's it do to her? Long guys, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Words are tricky. I must disagree, so three. No, that's what I mean. The boys didn't just go to. I don't remember. I mean, I grew up in a very rough little fishing port, and the boys didn't really. If the boys were going to fight, they arranged it, whereas the girls were far more vicious. Far more vicious. And my bestie's got 3 boys and 1 girl, and I can tell you, she's the one you don't mess with. Ever since she was born, she's been the one you haven't messed with. The others, in comparison, are very placid. Todd's Karens, hey hey. I work alone and dude, I like working alone. I had to switch from radio to TV. Karen's cue Doctor Who theme. They can't get a new Doctor, can they? Nobody wants to play him. I work with mice, but only after midnight. Oh, bless you. I've just sent off to have my plushie made into a physical plushie because people say it's so cute. Yeah, you can actually get them made. In terms of, it's a bit like Funko Pops. You can get custom designs. It's just impossible, really. Let us know how it turns out, actually, Pom, because we can promote those sorts of sites if people want plushies done. They had to pat me down and empty my pockets. Do you have a medical card? Yeah, that's what I mean. If you had a medical card, I suppose anybody could do that. They'd still want to check, wouldn't they? But surely it would help. Oh, yeah, you do have one. Okay. I've got my review next week. I finally booked the appointment. And then realised I booked it the wrong time for a taxi because our taxis do school runs because we're rural. Slow walk up there. Get a taxi back. Actually, if I'm getting a taxi back, I don't even know whether to say to the bloody taxi, take me to McDonald's. I haven't had a McDonald's since I let the car go a couple of years ago. When I can finally get another car, that's going to be one of the first things I do. Bloody McDonald's. What did Rob say? I don't know what Radiohead TV is. I'm back to seeing my tattoo stuff. Oh, I'm dying to get my tattoos done. Just it's the money though, isn't it? But it's going to be bit by bit anyway. So exit music for a film. My favourite Radiohead songs. Hey Patricia, how you doing, sweetie? Julianne. Hey, I have metal in my leg, arm, back, abdomen, no card saying it. Really? Maybe it's different places, because Pinky's New Zealand was easier when I was in a wheelchair. Yeah, it will have been. Yeah, they wouldn't dare question that. I should have named one of my sons TARDIS. I wonder why I didn't. I think I'll change James's name to TARDIS. Hang on, I'll just tell him. I bet he'll be happy. Just randomly change his name. Puss in Boots. I'm confused. That's easy done at this time. Easy done at any time. I suppose it's 25 in actually. Well, I suppose Australia's awake and the UK doesn't sleep. Depends where you are in the US. I suppose if US is still late evening, so not quite middle of the night. Cool. Oh no. Is he not agreeing to it, Sky? I'm so sorry. At least he doesn't have to live with the name TARDIS. Just nickname it to him. Could be your name for him. I don't think I ever. Well, I have one friend that calls me Shirtsy, but I don't really have nicknames. It's always either been family was S, obviously for Sarah, or SJ. A few people call me SJ. Other than that, almost 9:30 p.m. in the middle of the US. So that'll be Central, yeah? I think I'm going to call it Davros is a better name. Davros. I used to love Davros, what a villain. Can somebody tell me if it's true? Because I never trust the internet that they're going to reboot Firefly. I'm hoping that that's true, but I never trust stories like that. They're going to have to find a way of bringing Alan Tudyk back. Can't remember the character name. Davros scared me as a kid. I think I dated his twin sister as an adult. Davros scared me. He was a scary villain. I know it's Doctor Who, but he was a scary villain. Probably the scariest of that era, to be honest. There's been some scary ones since. Hey, tortoise. Turkey, lurky turkey. I am actually. Where is he? Let's get. Let's turn my camera on for a minute. It's Orinoco. Hello, Aussie cat. Hello. Hello. David Tennant should be forever with the Doctor. Unpopular opinion. I loved David Tennant, but by the time he was finished, I'd had enough of him. And I have to say, I hated Matt. I actually stopped watching Doctor Who when Matt Smith started, and then I tried it again, and I actually love Matt Smith. If I had to choose, Dalek Sect was scarier. Dalek Sect. No, best Doctor of all time was Tom Baker. Sorry, dying on that hill. He was my Doctor. I've got a pen that says exterminate. Ooh, quickie. Hey Mark, how you doing? Yeah, I've been asleep for hours, so at 3 o'clock in the morning I thought I'll go live. I've got to find some people to talk to. Hey. Does somebody agree with me about Tom Baker, please? There must be some older people in the chat. Well, if it isn't Mark, she said sarcastically. That's Sky's way of saying hello. Best ever episode when they combined Doctor Who, Torch with Sarah Jane Adventure, so we can hear exterminate. Yes, that was the Infinite Earths or something. I can't remember what it was called. That was a two-header. That was I won't say enough about best of all time. I think certainly best of the Tennant era. Doctor Who, Tom Baker close second. How very dare you? I am. The other thing. I mean, Tom Baker's era was when I was a kid, and of course his assistant was Sarah Jane, and it wasn't that common a name at the time, and I thought it was amazing he had an assistant with my name. Ooh, a live quickie. All right, I'm in. Hey, Octopus. I have a pen with a red floating TARDIS in it. I don't know if I've got any Doctor Who stuff. I do love Doctor Who, but I've got the DVDs and everything. I've been asleep for most of the day. I was up for about a day and a half before doing it. There's part of me that would like to be a student again, but it's so expensive to do it. And I looked at Open University a while ago, just for me. I wanted to do some ancient history. The only trouble with ancient history is you need bloody Latin. But and I looked at the price of the Open University. If you're not UK, the Open University is it's an accredited online degrees. But I did see that they do PhDs. I might try for that again if I ever feel like it. Love Torchwood. I love Torchwood. I actually loved might be an unpopular opinion again, but I loved that last series where, what was it called? The one where nobody died. That's some amazing guest stars on there. I have another pen that says you are deleted like a Cyberman. Here come the drums. There you go. I'm making mac and cheese tonight. Crow made me crave it last night. I if I'd have had the energy, I would have actually made it today. But instead, I made tuna pasta, which is a much quicker one to do because I can't stand for very long at the minute because my back. I think I need a new office chair. I'm sitting for hours upon hours in this thing, and I don't think it's doing me back any good. I really enjoyed Doctor Who from 9 to 12. At least I watched. It's probably, I don't know. Tom Baker was probably when I was about 9 or 10. Or probably about that age, actually, 9 to 12. So, but I lived in a house where my dad was massively into science fiction. I mean, massively. He read it right up until he couldn't read anymore when he was ill. He read and read and read science fiction, and I mean, you know, he loved the anthologies of the short stories, the real science fiction. Um, so, in an era when some kids weren't allowed to watch Doctor Who, it was compulsory in my house. Tales, I do remember Tales of the Unexpected. That was Roald Dahl, wasn't it? There's one that really sticks in my mind. The trouble with that is if I watched it with Dad, he used to get it too quickly, spoil it. But there's one that's particularly powerful about a baby. I'm not going to give it away in case anybody ever sees it, but the ending's like, oh. I don't have a real red TARDIS pen, but I do have a red Guards flag and a green one and a yellow one. Don't remember the Alfred. Oh, actually, no, the Alfred Hitchcock. What was that Alfred Hitchcock one called? I can see him. He's got turns in his seat, doesn't he? Snap! Now I want mac and cheese spirals. Oh, actually, I've got a weeping angel somewhere. My nephew, who has been into Doctor Who since he was like 3, got me that. I think mine's a pendant. Scrape skin off with its evilness. Yeah, that's because they're sort of cheap pendants, but they're pretty cool to look at. I looked into doing linguistics in Open University course, but never pursued it. Oh, I can't handle linguistics. When I was teaching at Sunderland at the university, one of the courses got cancelled, so I lost some hours. So the linguistics teacher gave me some hours with that to make up for them. God, I mean, I was literally just having to learn it before I actually went into the seminars with the students. I was supposed to learn Korean in the army, didn't learn much though. I used to speak French really well. I could never read and write it, but I used to speak it really well. But I'm not natural at languages, so when I looked up the ancient history and it says, oh, you need to have Latin, stuff like that. I get why they want you to have Latin, but he has a way of making people hungry. He's a pain in the arse for that. It's one that says, don't worry, Daleks can't climb stairs, the one elevates. But it was an ongoing joke for years, and that's why they wrote it, Love a Weeping Angel. You can get, they're very cheap actually, you can get them, I used to get them on eBay. I used to get packs of the Doctor Who, or Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, etc. Because I used to sell them on the stall. I used to put chains on them and sell them. So I have an ET plushie with a very long finger. Oh, I hate ET. I absolutely hate it. I saw ET before it was even released in this country because we had a man in a van that used to bring videos around, and he had a pirate copy. That's the only time I've ever seen it. He's an ugly little bloody spud. And yeah, ET found him. Actually, I can't remember what the show's called, but that's it, Robot Chicken. Does a really good piss take of him. Um, also, yeah, me too. I'm always hungry, but I never eat. I work that out. Weeping angels, stir than any Dalek, then buggers. Yeah. Um, the one that really freaked me out. I hate Christopher Eccleston, but he had some good storylines, and that was uh, the child with the gas mask. Are you my mummy? Uh, I got a new ticket punch to be playing with that. Love the freaking Weeping Angels. They were that that first episode especially. Um, is it called Don't Blink? When they're introduced, really good episode. And then that one where the last one for Rory and God names tonight. Karen Gillan, Angels of Manhattan, I think it was called. Them and the Silence. You never quite got the silence. A nice new Great Western Railway title. I miss my train, boys. I used to sell model railway um, stuff. So I was a collectibles trader for a long time. I used to love doing the model railway stuff. Just so hard to get hold of, you know, for stupid money. If I had the space, nothing to do with loving trains. I would just love to build a train set just for design. Does its finger glow sky? Let's hope not. The Ood, yeah, and the Clockwork Clowns. I love clowns. It's clowns. Hey, Harriet. Hey, Headfuls. I can't call you Harriet. I apparently speak French a lot. The old ladies in town are constantly telling me to mind my French. I used to collect the Doctor Who magazine back in the 80s. I'd get a train to the big city, buy a new magazine plus the Furry Freak Brothers comic book, and then be broke for the next 2 weeks, but I didn't care. I exactly get what you want. Every language I speak ends up having an Aussie twang. That's never good. That happens because I learned French at school, and up here I've lost a lot of my accent, but you should hear it being taught in a northeast school. Bonjour, monsieur. Nobody can get through the accent. I had friends in college who were fluent in 5 or more languages. I struggled with English. Actually, I had a friend who was multilingual. She could speak about 5 languages. And I asked her how she could speak so many, and she said that if you can naturally learn language, because I think some people can do it naturally and some people can't. She said if you know how to learn a language, it becomes easier to learn more. Plus, in Europe, if you learn it, because I think they're all European languages, she knew there's a lot of similarities. I have a friend who lives here who's Belgium, and if you go to Switzerland or Belgium, and I think Holland, I think Netherlands as well, but don't quote me on that. For example, in Switzerland, they have German, they have Italian, and they have French. It depends on where you live. And in Belgium, you've also got Flemish. So, all the languages kind of are mixed in at some point. When I was teaching in Sunderland, we had Norwegian students, and a lot of the slang words in my area are Norwegian because of the Vikings. Ganyem is, I'm going home. I'm Ganyem. That's actually Norwegian. I watched it easy on a pirate copy too. It must have flooded the UK. I was on a Bigfoot YouTube channel last night, just calling like 10 or 15 minute spot at the end. First time I was nervous. Oh, I hope it went well. Um, went really well. I'll write down next time. I'll write down what I want to say though. I am. I'm a bullet point girl. Even when I was lecturing or giving papers at conferences, I'm not very good at just reading text. Probably tell on my videos when I've actually written a full script. I don't sound as natural. I just need the bullet points to remind me. That one made me what? Me too. Mike tried to get out of GCSE English on the grounds I had lived there all my life. Failed. Oh, my middle nephew used to say that. He was very good at the maths and sciences, but shit at English. And that was his argument. Oh, speak it already, but I need English. Because you want to go to university, sweetie, get on with it. I bet I could speak Klingon. It's funny. I'd love to answer in Klingon next time I ask a stupid question. Yeah, it was before Dad died. I stopped. But throughout the sort of about 2014 to 18, I sold loads. I absolutely sold loads. I did a roaring trade in it, and they were my best customers. My railway guys were my best customers. So I miss doing it. I learnt a lot doing it as well because they're the sort of customers you have to know what you're talking about. I'm going to learn how to do some of the American accents from the different states. Seeing a channel on there does it so subbed. I got the Aussie accent and Irish sussed already. Hey Cree, how you doing, darling? I'm getting good at Italian. Make sure you talk with your hands where it's better. I did start learning a little bit of Italian actually. I speak now that I am fluent in sarcasm, trucker, and sailor. Yeah, I am multilingual. Hey, Sage, right? We're multilingual. Doing Latin in law school has an amazing way of resulting in me swearing in English. Yeah, you'd have to know it for law, actually, wouldn't you? I would have thought of that. The sonic screwdriver would be a great gift. Yeah, you ask him. You can buy them, but I think they're fake. Actually, get one, send it to him, and get him to debunk it. I talk a lot, Mike, so I may as well do it in different accents. Hey, Harriet. How you doing? God, look at Rob remembering. That must have been 2 years ago. Actually, Seg's taken over that mantle, if you've seen the video. My old copy of Origin of Species, really? Bullet points, you write best. Yeah, just bullet points so you don't forget. I do that for vlogs because my vlogs are me, just talking. But I'm doing one at the moment. I recorded it once. I need to add stuff to it though because I didn't do the bullet points. I sort of listened back and I thought I didn't mention this, I didn't mention that. So yeah. I actually have a video currently being made where I've used Sir David Attenborough's voice. That's all I'm saying. Steve Irwin was my hero and inspiration growing up as a man. Just some amazing. I mean, it was obviously tragic, but his daughter's continued with it, though, hasn't he? Bindi? Uh, I always did and still want a train set, the type you know. Yeah, I do. I would love it. I did actually, my nephew had one made up in they had a shed's not the right word, it was a stone extension of the house, but it was basically an outhouse. Um, and his dad made a platform that you could actually get in the middle of and have the train set all the way around, and I did the mural for him. Uh, Gerald Durrell, I'd forgotten about Gerald Durrell. I literally speak with an Australian accent to this day when I'm having a good time with my friends and my kids. One of the local pubs is the same. We finish with the trains and pile around the pub. The barmaid has never worked a day on the railway but knows all about it from the train talk we did. Yeah, I mean, I learned loads. So, and I enjoyed it, like I say, because I wanted to keep up with my customers. I wanted to sound as I knew what I was talking about. But there's a local railway here that's completely funded by charity and donations. It's called the Allen Valley Railway, and they do up old steam trains in there, and they've got a working track. It's been taking them ages to get the track extended because land and etc. But they are planning to take it all the way to the mainline railway station 3 miles away to link up with the official one. Never too old, Pomp. I'm still. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm 59. I want a sleeve on my. I want my left. I was gonna have the upper arms both done fully, but I've decided on having a sleeve on the left arm. But it'll be bit by bit because I had to learn Latin too for botanical names. Yeah, you need it for all sorts. Claxon train set. I can't see the association. Why not? Why not? You could be into all sorts. Your aunt's 90th birthday. That is awesome. Happy birthday to your aunt. Actually, let's play your aunt the birthday song. I know she won't hear it, but hang on. Here we go.
You are awesome. You are amazing. 1 year older. Your special day. Grab some cookies, grab a seat, 'cause no one can compete. And just listen to what we say. Happy birthday, light the candles, eat the cake, and do not share. 1 year older, freaking awesome, party time in the chat and everywhere. Hip hip hooray for your very special day. Happy birthday, birthday, birthday.
The Fonz was my. Sorry, I've done a cheeky kettle boil. The Fonz was my hero when I was young. I loved Happy Days. I never really saw the attraction of the Fonz. More these days. Henry Winkler was a very selfless actor. Very generous. I've got noctimus on my ribs. Ooh, ouch. Sorry. A dragon my entire left arm. I've got a dragon on my ankle. H.P. Lovecraft sigil on my right bicep and Adventure Time snails on my arm. That's awesome. Yeah, my arm's going to be made up of different things to me. There'll be a Boba Fett crest, for example. There's already a Shawn Michaels tap, so it'll be all stuff to do with me. Oh, and a crayfish pinching my toe on my foot. Oh. We got a new loco the other day when I saw it. It was built over 100 years ago and it doesn't work, but it's displayed in the shed. Oh, we should go back to Steam. I have to go and cook a rump steak. Oh, cook me one. I haven't had rump steak in forever. There we go. Happy birthdays. Wishes. Kiwi. Not messing about. I've got no food up here and I am starving. I don't think I've got anything. Don't start talking with food, guys. She's already been planked. Mark. I have 2 unicorns, a purple flower pentacle with my kid's name. A blackbird. Ooh, 6 butterflies that look coloured purple. Awesome. Told you. Moist. There you go. Have I got any sneaky food up here? Because my tummy's rumbling. I don't think I have. I might have to go and get some. Do you need help? Picking seaweed out of your hair. He's not awesome. He's a very naughty boy. Seaweed, yuck. Jammies. Oh, I wonder if I've got any jammy dodgers. I need biscuits. Just made coffee. I need biscuits to go with them. I'll put you a little video on in a minute. Doesn't need to be a long one to go downstairs. Actually, let's fill the coffee pot before it gets cold. It's not like me not to have food up here. I've also been behaving when it comes to the snacks. Should have got some before I went live. Okay. What should I put on? Let's put radio blah 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 on. Let's put my intermission sign on. I know it's early, but I'm starving, guys. Back in a sec.
If you bought a brand new spirit box, this is what you need to know. It's a radio. It's a radio. Hey, that our 60 goes berserk, 'cause it never ever really worked. Here is what you never knew. What I say to you is true. That mobile app will answer back, because that's what it's designed to do. All we hear is radio, blah, blah, blah. In the home, on the phone, or in the car. What you hear is never ghosts, only talk show hosts. You say the radio static can produce the uncanny and dramatic, but you always get it wrong. What you're hearing is a song. Oh, 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 oh. Put the cat balls back, they're only meant to please show host, you say the radio static can produce the uncanny and dramatic, but you always get it wrong. What you're hearing is a song. Oh, 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 oh. For all you need to know, just listen to the crow. Never push your luck, cause the Estes method sucks. Swap the EMF for cash, put the REM pod in the trash. They won't help you find the truth, they won't help you find the proof. Talk show hosts who say the radio will static can produce the uncanny and dramatic, but you always get it wrong. What you're hearing is a song.
Panic over our food. Good timing. Yeah, I've got no jammy dodgers left, so I've got everything else ever. I've got Doritos, I've got grapes. Yeah, I've got fruit. Fig rolls, shortbread. It's not the seaweed in my hair. I'm worried about the slime in an awkward place. You never know what you're going to get in the sea. Wait, you can get cherry jammy dodgers. Trout. I love trout. I've done trout for ages. Hey Vicky, how you doing, sweetie? I'm on a can't sleep live. Well, I've slept already. I think I've only played it once or twice. I did this song at Christmas and never put a video to it. Sarah Sex looks like it. No. Same country. Oh no, sex singing. No. Sorry if I'm inciting PTSD in people, because second singing. A jammy dodger's a biscuit, a shortbread biscuit with jam in the middle. Yummy. I've never heard about it, Doctor. It's a very popular UK biscuit. Yeah. Hang on. Let's flash it happen. Find a picture of it. There we go. StreamYard. How do I do that? Oh, there you go. Those are jammy dodgers. Very nice. Still alive. A bit late for Joe to be live, isn't it? Must be another live. My cat is still in therapy after the last singing experience. Yep. Sounds about right. Yeah, it's that sort of shortbread. It is shortbread rather than biscuit. I get jammy dodgers from Cracker Jacks. I'd say they're the best biscuit, but I do like a jammy dodger. I am eating fig rolls right now, and I love fig rolls. Probably over jammy dodgers, to be honest. Yeah. Some work done, Pom. Yes, I do. Fig rolls are banging. Yeah, fig rolls are awesome. I think. Hang on, let me check. It's basically what, if you're in the States, it's basically what you call fig Newtons. We call them fig rolls. Rob, overrated, blasphemy. You tell him. Why couldn't you sleep, Sarah? I'd already slept. I fell asleep at about 6ish. About 6. Woke up 6 hours later, so I have had a lot of sleep. Um, and the trouble is, at the moment, I could have gone back to sleep, but it's just stupid how much I'm sleeping, so I thought I'll get up. Because there's no need for me to go back to sleep. I've got to be careful with that. Oh, do you know what? Aussies and Kiwis. Hang on, Shrewsbury biscuits don't look like jammy dodgers. They're what we call Oh no, they do some that have got the ones that I saw first were the sort of ones with the raisins in them. Although Tim Tams are way better than penguins. Miss you doing eyes at this. Sorry, my chat's just jumped. Miss you doing lives at this time, Sarah. Yeah, I do try and do a sort of late one. Sometimes, usually when I go live at about 3 in the morning, there's not huge. I mean, it's not usual numbers, but it's not huge amounts of people around, and I'm fine with that. And I'm also conscious, with Crow being active again. He knows to tell me if he's going live. I think he's planning on trying to hit UK though next time he does. Could be wrong. For being live at this ungodly hour for some. Thank you, Pom. Thank you for the super chat. Just health touch. I feel better just having something on my tummy. Mind you, I did dinner quite early today. I did it about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We normally have it about 7. I was hungry. tuna pasta. It was yummy. Um, I did change the banner, just checking. Couldn't remember if I'd done it or not. Usually about 20 minutes later, somebody says, "You've still got the intermission on, Sarah." Oh, do you know something, Pom? If you're on a permanent medication, which I am as well, it's I mean, my permanent medication is my inhalers. I kind of need those to breathe. You know, there should be. Anyway, we can't complain, I know, because we don't pay for our. Well, we do, but in a different roundabout way. For our health service, but the cost of prescriptions now. I wouldn't mind if when I get my. Because I have two. I have my preventative and my emergency one, and I wouldn't mind if I could just go and get them both and just charge me once, but they charge you per item. How are you feeling now, Sam? I feel okay. I feel okay. It's been a rough week for us, but um, I mean, I'm probably jinxing myself, but I'm just hoping to have today and the weekend without before more drama hitting. Going to be doing some Aussie food testing soon. I'll probably do a video on a live stream. Oh, good idea. That's a good idea. Oh, YouTube subscriptions. I'm sorry, I thought you meant prescriptions. I actually got rid of a lot of mine. So, because, trying to sort of save up for stuff. I've still got a few. I've still got quite a few. I do try and keep going the ones where I really want to, support. But you end up, it's too easy, and I'm probably doing myself out of subscriptions by saying this, but it's too easy. You see some of these subscriptions $1.99 or $2.99 or whatever, and you think, oh, it's nothing. But then when you add them all up, yeah, it can be a lot. Thank you, Sage, right, you treasure. Thank you for the gifted membership. I mean, I think myself and probably, I think quite a few content creators actually. I know Seg gets a lot of gifted memberships, Scro does. I do. That's where most of your memberships come from. I mean, it's always appreciative when people. I love it. I still can't get over sometimes. I mean, some people are like well over the year now with me, and that's incredible. But if you can't afford it, don't do it for anybody. Another video of people hating Vegemite. I like Vegemite. I prefer Marmite, but I do agree with Seg. There's not a huge amount of difference. There's a slight texture difference. I mean, it wouldn't bother me if I've got Vegemite actually. I'll eat it. I'll happily eat it. I don't hate it. I think you just get used to what you're used to be honest. Some YouTube subscriptions do feel like a prescription. Some YouTube subscriptions do. Here's my if you have a YouTube channel, right, just be aware of this. Either you're monetized or you're looking to be monetized. Just be aware of this. I know there's one or two people that I'm sub to that I'm got memberships with, and the membership's very cheap membership. It's $1.99, and that's great. But if I want to gift five memberships, they still charge me £15, $2.99 for each membership. So, which is why I have mine set at $2.99. It's the standard YouTube rate. So, um, it doesn't seem, So, for example, if you're charging $1.99 and you get gifted five memberships, you're only getting $1.99 per membership. YouTube's getting the rest. So, if my advice, if you're setting memberships, do it at the YouTube rate. It's fairer. No Vegemite, you've got to spread it thinly until you get. Yeah, that's when they're doing the taste tests. It's like, um, I can't say anything because the video's not released yet, but I have seen people when they're doing the taste test just dip the spoon in, and it's like that's way too much. It's like when Crow did the taste test and just stuck his finger in it, and it's like you're supposed to spread it thinly, like you say, especially when you're not used to it. Vegemite and crumpets, they just make it on toast. Not a whole spoonful exactly. I couldn't eat a whole spoonful of Marmite. You. I think Vegemite and Marmite are just an acquired taste. You either like it or you don't. I've had some Twiglets the other day. They were yummy. No joke left for that shit. What I haven't tried, and people keep suggesting I am going to try, is having cheese and Marmite and cheese on toast. Damn, bro. It doesn't. It does not taste like earwax, even if you don't like it. Not that I'd know. I don't even know. How do you know what earwax tastes like? Big Rob, that could be arranged. Yeah, do a taste test. What's better, earwax or Vegemite? I do cry, but for the news. I love Vegemite with butter on top. Yeah, just butter, toast, butter, Marmite. Marmite. I think I've still got Vegemite downstairs. Joe for the newbies. So you're never going to convert anybody to Marmite or Vegemite if you're just going to lather it on or get them to take a spoonful. I mean, who's going to eat that shit like that when you've never had it before? Crow sounded like he was in pain when he did that taste test on the live. Oh my god. Marmite sounds like some sort of insect you don't want to find with this. Buttery crumpet. Oh yeah, we've got crumpets downstairs actually. That might be breakfast. Oh, I've got muffins as well. I could have bacon muffin. Got into a nest of marmites. I love crumpets with butter and honey on them. Oh yeah. I've actually got a big bottle of honey at the minute for my teas because I have been good on with my teas, my fruit teas. So oh yeah, it's Marmite and Vegemite last forever. Forever and ever. If you're a prepper, get some Marmite in. I made homemade vegetable beef soup and buttermilk biscuits, savoury, not cookie. Yeah, buttermilk biscuits sound awesome. Chillin', man. It's like Mike's chilling. Oh, coffee good. I know I should be drinking tea, but actually I have been drinking regular tea a little bit this week because I've been sitting with Mum more. Um, uh, my nana put me off tea by her teapot. What? I never use a teapot. Bag in the cup. Mug. I haven't used a teapot in years. I don't think most people do these days, actually. You can't see if you go to a restaurant, you can order a pot of tea, but the texture of crumpets is horrible. You could apply soap to it and use it as a face scrubber. Don't let James hear you say that. He lives on crumpets. He panics if he runs out. Um, yeah, I must admit, crumpet, because I have things like toasted quite lightly, but crumpets I have to put in for longer. I need them toasted up properly. You realise you're supposed to toast them, right, Rob? Sarah, what helps create us out the most? Stickers, super chats, or gifted memberships? My feeling with that, because when I donate, I've always gifted memberships. Um, if you want to give money, it's better to go to somebody's PayPal or buy me a coffee or Ko-fi or whatever, because YouTube take a chunk. But my feeling with the memberships has always been, and I've been gifted memberships even before this was a paranormal channel. I mean, I know when Beardo was getting up and running, I gifted him a lot of memberships. I tend to do it for channels that are getting themselves up and running, or I give Crow memberships, but he always yells at me. But because the way I see the gifted memberships is it kind of keeps people subbed, and if somebody's just subbed and then because you've had a shout out or whatever, it kind of gives people a month to get to know the channel. I mean, a lot of gifted memberships don't re-give, but it's nice seeing the chat in green, and I don't know, there's something about the memberships, I think. So, and it kind of, I mean, it's a theory of mine, but I've always seen it that way. Somebody who gets a membership. You see it all the time. I've been seeing it in Crow's life. Crow's had a lot of memberships this week, and you see people pop in. Oh, I've just had a membership. Thank you for the gifted membership, and it might bring people into the lives or to your content that maybe they haven't been bothering. Something seriously wrong with your food choices. My biggest problem with Rob's food choices, I feel sorry for Rob actually. He doesn't like fish, and he lives in a location where the fish is incredible. But he also lives in a location where the food generally is incredible. So, if I get back up to Orkney at any point, which I'd love to, I don't want to see it again. It'd be sad not going with Dad, but I'd love to see it again. Yeah, I'll be piling on the pounds while I'm there. I'd love to go back up. He doesn't like seafood or lamb. I know he doesn't like seafood. Wrong place not to like seafood. I still don't have lamb. I just can't find it to. Price is just stupid. Crumpets and Marmite are Rob's favourite fancy food. As far as I know, where Rob lives, there isn't even a McDonald's. I mean, I'm pissed and moan about not being able to get to mine 2 miles away, but yeah, this is one nearby. I know it's there. lamb. It's also because I love mint sauce. Lamb and mint sauce. Hell yeah. Kiora doesn't like dark chocolate either. I don't know. Does he eat anything? Anything worth eating? No seafood, no lamb, no dark chocolate. Yeah, it's like. Thank you, Aussie Cat, you treasure. Thank you for the gift of memberships. Oh, actually, I recognise a couple of the names. That's good. Mildly moist haunted. That's Badger and his wife. Mel's Dark Opera. I haven't looked at Mel's Dark Opera for a while. Thanks, Sarah, for giving me a big smile for bedtime. You are welcome, Kiwi. You are welcome. And thank you, Aussie Cat, again for the 5 gifted treasure. Hey, Peachy. I keep meaning to message you, darling. I'm so sorry. Just driving home from work. Much love listening and lurking while driving. Keep your eyes on the road, though. I need to contact Peachy. I'm behind on everybody as usual, but more than usual because this week. I hope I did nudge him, but I don't know if Crow messaged you back. Yeah, drive carefully. Do you know, I'm a bit sarcastic when somebody says that to me. Oh, you know, when somebody said that to me. Drive careful. Oh no, I was planning on driving like an idiot. That was my instant response. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, I'm an idiot. Just make sure I haven't missed anybody. No. Oh. Having a kind say so. Some people don't understand that. Actually, me too. There's some stuff I can't stand. As you know, white chocolate being one of them. I'm more fussy about things like things being cold, though, hence me saying about cold pizza. Food and drink has to be piping hot for me. As soon as it starts going, the heat starts coming out of it. It's like the coffee I can't, that's next to me, there's still a third of a mug in and I can't drink it because it's not hot enough. I should probably get a smaller mug, but I like my mugs. Big Rob, you're fucking fussy. Hey Lou, what are you doing up? Or is it 4:22 UK? Well, I suppose I should stop being surprised how many Brits I get in the chat when I go live at this time. Where's my phone? Because there's always a few. You lot barbecue everything. What's wrong with barbecue? Can't get a good barbecue. Come on, we get to barbecue so rarely here because of the weather. I've lost StreamYard. There it is. Ding, ding, ding. Thank you. I've not been doing too bad today. So especially considering it's middle of the night. I still want to do an art stream, guys. It's whether I can fit one in today. Might have to be Sunday. I nearly did one for this, but I thought I'm not awake enough. I'll end up with vertigo. I want to do some more plates for Children of the Gods. Chariots of the Gods, Children of the Gods. Don't even own a barbecue. Oh, I don't. But I do like barbecues. If somebody knows what they're doing with it, rather than just throwing it on and burning everything. Ding, ding, ding. Uh, Trouble is, in the UK, you get so many people who arrange a barbecue and then it rains and then they'll have it anyway because they planned it. It's like I've known people arrange for a barbecue, but it's raining, so they'll still barbecue outside and bring the food in. It's like, what's the bloody point of that? Good morning, Pam. How are you doing? I do have a barbecue. I haven't barbecued for ages. You can get sort of little disposable ones here that you just light the embers, which if you're out for the day aren't bad actually. You can't do massive on them, but sausages and burgers and things you can. Howdy, all you crazy cool kids. Angry Otter Reacts. How are you doing, darling? How are you doing? Big Rob thinks roast dinners are overrated. Big Rob's not had the right roast dinner if he thinks that. I mean, I won't eat a roast dinner for the sake of it, but a properly cooked one, hell yeah. Before anybody asks, I'm eating a shortbread biscuit. I'm still hungry. I love a good roast. A good one. Yeah. I never. There's a tradition here. I don't know if it's UK wide, but certainly in my area so you cannot get a seat in a pub or a restaurant on a Sunday because everybody goes out for Sunday dinner. And I never see the point. Then if you know what you're doing, they're not that difficult to do. I'd rather just make it at home. It's been so windy here, we can't do any outside cooking. It would end up in the neighbour's house. Oh no, I don't let the neighbours have it. I'm alive. I chose not to adult today and watch TV shows instead. That sounds awesome. I might do that myself for part of today and just get some work done, drawing done or writing done. I'm not particularly good at just watching TV anyway. I've got to be doing something. Standard rib roast. Oh, pork. Oh, crackling all the trimmings with applesauce and gravy. I'm on my way, Pinky. Roast dinner for me would be chicken, roast potatoes, mashed potatoes, new potatoes, stuffing, Yorkshire puddings, cauliflower, carrots, gravy. Not a massive fan of boiled carrots, but the rest. Mashed potatoes. They're my comfort food. And I always put milk, butter and cheese in them. Love roast chickens from the store. They deal with the mess and cooking. I get to eat it. Our local Morrison's, you can buy them cooked. But I actually don't mind a roast chicken, so long as I remember to baste it. They're not smashed taters. Hell yeah, smashed taters. biscuits and sausage gravy. I still need to try that. My sleep pattern is so screwed up, I either don't sleep for days or I sleep off, and on a couple of hours here and there. Um, that's what I do, Cree. Crock pot. Um, give her a time and say, after this time, just serve up. If I'm doing it for mum, if I think I might be asleep, because I'm sleeping erratically, especially through the day, so I tend to put potatoes in it as well, so just say you don't need to do anything else with it. Everything's in there, just put it into a bowl. Yeah, honey roasted carrots, yeah. Um, I mean, if somebody puts boiled carrots on my plate, I eat them, but we have about 6 places that do chickens that are not too far away. Costco has the best price. I think the nearest Costco to me is near Newcastle, so miles away. Yeah, pork is it's the same here, Pinky. Pork and beef suddenly went up about 6 months ago. Even the stewing steaks for me to make casseroles with or chili with. I don't know what's happening with beef, but pork, you can get a decent size of pork for really cheap. Um, I made homemade biscuits yesterday, so today I made bacon gravy and had gravy and biscuits with scrambled eggs and bacon. That sounds awesome. Okay, I'm stopping into the local grocery shop and I'm taking you all with me, so please behave. Can we give you a list? Costco is the best on whole chickens. Someone said you should only use mint sauce with like, hell yeah. I did confess this on another live the other day. That I actually put, it might be on mine, I suppose. I think it's crows though. Any roast dinner I have mint sauce with it. And I know people are going to go, oh, what, pork and chicken. I don't put it on the pork or chicken. I put applesauce on pork and chicken. But I still have mint sauce on my veg. Potatoes. Because I love it so much. There you go. Can we give you our shopping list, Peachy, so I don't have to shop? Exactly. New Zealand lamb is ridiculously the cheapest meat here currently. See, for some reason, a lot of the lamb in our supermarkets is New Zealand, but just the price generally is just through the roof. It has been on lamb for a long time. What if I want a white chocolate bunny? I'll eat on mine and Sarah's. As long as I don't have to eat it, let's go my mayonnaise. Don't encourage him. Just don't buy hot dogs with it. Actually, I need to order mayonnaise. I think we're nearly out. And I do have mayonnaise all the time, so it's not on fucking hot dogs. Peachy, I want a candy bar. Oh, I want some chips. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I think it's going to be a big shop, Peachy. I think mint sauce would be nice with wildfire. Yeah, a more gamey meat. Yeah. Tonight I prepped a pork loin with all the trimmings. It will go early in the morning and slow cook till lunch. Okay, white bunnies, mayo, Tim Tams for me and Sarah, candy bars and chips. There you go, she's listening. If you can do me shopping for 30, I'll give you my list. Peachy, I would ask you to get me something, but apparently I'm a fussy shit and don't like anything and I'm a mental case. The last part's true. Vicky wants a lollipop, Peachy. Thank you, Joe. It is yummy with anything. Um, which is just as well because I don't get something with bloody lamb at the minute. So yeah, um, I actually love it on mashed potatoes. Um, ribeye steak, brisket, or beef ribs for me. Oh, I miss beef actually. I'll maybe have another go at buying a joint of beef. Um, get you some pretzels. Whistle pop for Vicky. Uh, Peachy Rob would like some earwax and stuff, please. Uh, misfortune the other day in Burger Class Bowl, didn't know. Oh no, gotta be careful. Peachy, make sure you get the 2 litre bottle of mayonnaise. Stop working for Crow. Encouraging everybody. Um, I have some pork chops, so I should figure something out with them. I sometimes, not the chops, I sometimes buy the pork steaks if I want to make a pork casserole because I don't need much meat if it's just me and Mum. I'll sometimes cut them up and use them for the casserole. You got to be careful with chops, and especially the pork steaks, which I really like, but you got to be careful on cooking them; they don't dry out. Uh, all the Easter eggs you can get me for £30. That would be many. Wieners on my go. um, I love to make stuffed pork chops, so good. I wish I had the energy to be able to stand up long enough to cook properly. I wanted a beef roast and £100, $100 for a decent one for 5 people and $13 for pork. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I also don't get it because there always used to be a pecking order. It was like chicken, pork, beef, and then um, lamb. Kind of expected that, but then lamb just went through the roof. Beef has now followed it. It's like, well, yeah, people are going to go for the pork uh, or chicken because at the end of the day, I mean, pork's delicious done right. It's absolutely delicious, especially with crackling. So why pay stupid money for something else? Oh, and now I want pulled pork. I love pulled pork. Uh, oh, you got a plushy, Lou. You can use it for what you want. I think a lot of people use it. I might actually change my avatar when I'm in chat. Actually, I've had the same one forever. I might use the one I'm using in the live now to when I'm in chat. Beef is affordable here. We buy it from local farmers. Um, I live in a strange county because I mean, there's after tourism. Well, with tourism, agriculture is the biggest economy. It's why I keep moaning about land. You know, we have so many sheep up here, um, but and we have a fishing industry. We have farming, a lot of local products. I have to say we are very lucky. Um, Mum being mum, watching the news, worrying about the war, saying we need to stock up. I'm like, we're fine. And the reason is, when we had COVID, supplies were, we had to be careful about supplies for about a week, and that was it, because the local farmers' products just all kicked in and made sure that everything was properly stocked. But I think what happens here, I know it's what happens with the fish, is we are also in a county, whether there's tourists or not, because the locals use them as well, for restaurants, bars, specialist cafes, etc. All the good stuff goes to hospitality. So if you live here, getting hold of it, unless you know people. Um, Sarah, favourite crisp flavour? Prawn cocktail. I like pickled onion as well, but you can't always find them. I usually have to have the Monster Munch. But yeah, prawn cocktail. If it's Pringles, it's sour cream and you mob or a distraction last time you come in shopping 3 trolleys later. 3 trolleys later. Heroes will go on a serious sale and I'll buy the shit out of them. We use our meat cuts to do them with, because we want steak, chicken fried, steak, fajitas, just keep them hot. Actually, it does happen here occasionally that we'll have offers. And about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I bought a new fridge freezer that had a much larger freezer section than the previous one we had was just a little bit at the top. So we've now got a massive tall fridge freezer that's half and half. And that's actually why I did it, because I was seeing joints that, yeah, you get it while it's on offer. You get it while it's on offer. And you can just freeze it. Last time they went on sale, I bought 12. I like prawn cocktail, pickled onion, sour cream. Yep. We don't really need it now, but I know when Dad was around, we could have done with a deep freeze to sort of bulk buy. I do make sure that our freezer is stocked up, though. It does have a lot in there. Put the wobbly one, wheeled one in the middle, Peachy, save crashing when it's full. Bob's been helpful, Peachy. Red velvet slice or gooey caramel? Yeah, I'd go red velvet. I agree with Rob on that. Peachy, don't go blaming us. You shouldn't shop while you're hungry. Yeah, you're not supposed to, actually. The trouble with not shopping when you're hungry is you get home and you end up thinking, oh, we should have bought that or we should have bought that. Joe Beam says caramel. I went to the grocery the other day. They had 2 whole chickens in a package, no legs or thighs. I said, how the hell is that a whole chicken? They lied. Yeah. On the safe side, choose both. I like the way Mike thinks. Actually, I don't know what. Oh. Red velvet cake. Cream cheese, vanilla icing. What's the red of? Why is it called red velvet? Cream cheese, though, hell yeah. I don't know why you're even wondering what to have. What's the red in it? Food colouring? It's cheating. I thought it was going to say cherry or something. I was going to be like, hell yeah. But the cream cheese sold me. Okay, got red velvet and chocolate cream. Oh, chocolate cream donuts. Excellent choice, Peachy, says Mike. You have Mike's approval. You have the Mike seal of approval. I can see Peachy knocking down the toilet roll display with a trolley because she's too busy reading chat. Yeah. Eyes on the trolley. Hey, Sheila. What are you doing at this time of night? Pleasant surprise. I slept for hours in the evening, so I'm currently awake. Awake. What they're doing is taking the legs and thighs, packaging and giving them the rest as whole chickens, and selling the rest separate. Ugh. Sheila, I don't know if you were around in Crow's chat the other day, but obviously there's a plushy thread in Children of the Crow, but I've said I'll put a separate one of all the Crow ones, all but one, because one of them I'm not putting in because I'm keeping it secret until I've done the design for the PJs. It was the lady in front of bumped into. Oh, well, she deserved it. Cinnamon buns. Big. Oh no! Don't start talking McDonald's. Oh, you make me cry. Peachy, you do realise we ain't paying for this stuff. Just leave. Just abandon the trolley in the middle of the aisle. That's what people do. And so much for the live. My plushies will be sharing them again soon with Coffee Crow and Crew. Holy cow, I'm getting your shopping list. I forgot what I gotta get. Rather than taking shares at Sarah's Gifted. Peachy, are you one of those that scrape the heels of unknown customers with your trolley? I didn't watch the live crew. No. So I can't say I'm a big watcher of them. Nothing against them, just not a big watcher. Just the word Estes would trigger me anyway. I'll put 100 more plushes in and more to come. Love doing them, brings me joy. I'll check through them because there's a couple that I'm going to need for the TV. Keep calling it TV show. I don't know what else to call it. The show that I'm doing. Thank you, Rob. I'll pass that on to Peachy for your pretzels. I've been here 20 minutes and have my trolley cream buns, red velvet slice, and bacon. You got all the essentials. I have to say, guys, it is nice to have. I know it's nice to have wrenches for different channels, but don't overdo it, guys. It's not about the number of wrenches you've got. It's I mean, it's a bit different when you're content creator, but there are one or two channels that I'll always make sure I'm there for. So, for example, Seg and Crow and Bristol, and that can be difficult enough. I mean, I'll always lurk for Raven. If I know Raven's live and I'm awake, I wasn't awake yesterday. I'll make sure I'm keeping an eye, or I'll make sure that there's somebody in there keeping an eye. She's not on her own without mods. I thought you were going to recommend Esther Seg. The 1 hour Estes that he's got to do. Ooh, chocolate coated. Never mind Rob, I'll have some of that. Been dealing with some type of virus, but trying to hang in there. Been resting a lot during the day and up all night. That's pretty much me. Hope you're okay, Sheila. Get some macaroni. Peachy, make them pay extra for all this. Jeez. Didn't you know Peachy was magic? It was something that triggered my COPD card, had me down all a month. It's nice being able to breathe, yeah, preaching to the choir on that one. I'm not too bad at the moment because I've got over the last bout of chest infection. Problem is, I know I'll be worse when the hot weather hits because I was last year. Penguin Express, there you go, Sarah's cruise line. She did not go to Hogwarts. That's here. That's the top of my fucking road. Like, oh, got the mayo, could only get 880 gram size. No buckets then. Buckets of mayo. Anyone still wants to be plushified, please send me a pic. Yeah, you can either message Sheila through Instagram or there's a. I'm going to do another animation of this. I mean, apart from the show, I'm going to do another animation of some of the plushies. So I know that Sheila's got a folder in my Discord, so you can see the plushies in there, but also you can send a pic in there as well if you've got Discord. That'll get us through the day, says Mike. Peachy, are you getting weird looks yet? It's I think we are so used to being online and in lives, etc. If you me on Instagram as well a lot, you forget when you're out that people don't actually know what you're doing. Check out and sub to Big Rob's channel. Yeah, if you're not sub to Rob, please show him some love. Definitely. Yeah, that's the only thing we're asking with Sheila. I'm supporting her on that. Is that she doesn't have to find your picture. She'll do the plushie, but send her the picture you want plushifying. I'm in the Tim Tam section. Oh hell yeah, one of each. Peachy, you need a penguin hat. I've got a penguin hat actually. My nephew's bought it for me a few Christmases ago. Thank you, Joe. Loving Rob's channel. I'm going to make a cabbage and hamburger casserole this weekend. Anybody? I dare you to tell that to Crow. I want to see what his reaction is. I like cabbage. I do like cabbage, and I particularly like Savoy cabbage. Oh, dark mint. Oh, stop it. I even have a Jamaican that. Sheila can't wait to plushify you. Agree. I need to look at some of the new ones actually, and I need to get that thread in Children of the Crow ones. -1. Okay, 20-minute shop is turning into 3 hour shop because you haven't felt for offering. After eights. Do you get off after eights in those? I've had after eights in ages. I like cabbage. I like cabbage. I will take a pic when I send it and send it to Crow with my cabbage dish. I thought this was a quick live stream. I know I wasn't expecting so many people to be. I'm still awake. What time is it? Probably take it up to the 2 hours. If I can fit one in, I actually do want to do an art stream. I want to do some more artwork for Chariots of the Gods, so it just depends on how the day goes, to be honest, and fitting it in around other people. And if I'm awake. Nutella. No, don't keep moving, Sandra. Don't keep moving. Oh, cabbage and cornbread. That sounds awesome. I like my veggies. I like cabbage, like I say, especially or greens. I don't know if that's what everybody calls them, but in the UK they're called greens. I keep sending him Stark pics. He loves Stark. Actually, I might nag him. I want some more Chloe pics. I love Chloe. It's my favourite of Crow's cats. She's awesome. I should never have spoken up about shopping. Thought I had you on Discord. How do I find your Discord? Hang on. Just unless one of the mods beats me to it. Just share the link. Oh, Peachy. Not Peachy, sorry. Sheila. Thank you for the crystal. Have we got Sandra in that? I'll send you a picture of Sandra if she's not there. You can just copy that. It was probably already done it. I really want to teach Crow to pronounce stuff. Good luck with that. Didn't know how to say mascarpone cheese. I said mascarpone. No. So I do, sweetie. I've accepted the invite to yours, by the way, darling. So close to me. I'm crap at Discord, but I am going. I do want to just see if one got put in. I'll put it in again anyway. Just put my Discord in. Yeah, I do want to slowly turn it into it being more of a creative Discord than anything else. Oh, you found it. Okay. Fantastic Phantoms. What are Jaffa cakes? They're chocolate. They're actually biscuits or what you'd call cookies, but they're sort of dark chocolate on the top, like a vanilla sponge on the bottom, and orange flavour in the middle. Awesome. Guess we know. Uh, Krause's own dialect. Oh, Krause's own fucking language. Yeah, I'll put the Discord link in, guys. I'll never think to do it, to be honest. Look at Ghost Wiener linking everybody. Hey, hey. This always happens at this time of night. I start thinking, oh, I'll just be on for a few minutes, guys, and then people start coming in. Stay alive for a bit longer. You're tired. You get some rest, sweetness. Hope you have a good sleep. Ghost Sandra's doing shopping. Do you need anything? Community shopper. Oh, hang on. There we go. People keep coming in and out. It's confusing me. It's confusing me. Sorry, I know I'm on dead air. Sorry, I'm trying to reduce the number of tabs I've got open. I suddenly seem to have a million tabs open. Right, let's close a few down before everything goes wrong. Start slowing down. I left now to join your Discord, but I'm back. Oh, awesome! Yeah, I want to do a rehash of it. Just concentrate. It's what it was there for in the first place, was for creative. So I want to go back to the creative model. Why would you get into any awkwardness? I don't get it. Want some help packing shopping fees? She's gonna need a bloody truck by the sounds of it. What is continent aid? What? I do not know, Mr. Wiener. Oh, I'm missing stuff. Anyone need? Oh, continent aid. Oh, okay. Which means incontinent aid. Big pads you can pee and go. So beautiful explanation of them. How much they are? They're not kidding. There's a lot of shit flying around at the minute. Packing shopping. For people who can't control their bladder. I like the big pads you can pee in. What I do, Lou, is when I remember, don't always remember, I actually put in my description what I've used. So I will say that music's been put together by Suno and images are put together by Grok or Digen, whichever one I've used. But I also say things like I've scripted it, or a lot of the ones I've done recently have been in my own artwork, so I've made sure they've known it's my own artwork. Adult nappies, there you go. I have perfect bladder control, I love you, no Caroline. Rob just wants to know he's getting something right. I'm nothing but honest, sir. I love it. I love it. See, that I can respect. None of this beating around the bush. Me likey. Big Rob, I'm sure you do. Yeah. Oh dear. My bladder always lets me know when it's full. You're not kidding. My pet hates when it bloody wakes you up. It's like, oh, I'm comfy. You're always at your comfiest in bed when you need to pee. No one to get out of bed. Um, uh, it's no. Still put it in your description, Lou, because if they don't pick up on, they won't necessarily pick up on the word on the screen. Okay, pack your car now. Expect your grocery delivery soon. Oh, I like blunt. I'm always getting into trouble for being blunt. I don't give a shit. People who are blunt tend to be honest. Um, when it's natural, not when it's being done on purpose. So, uh, it is dangerous. I believe it is dangerous times when you get infection. Uh, well, you know, I live Beachy. I'll get the kettle on. Rob's expecting a personal delivery here. I think you've got a while to wait. So I'll just pop round from the other side of the planet before she gets there. Do you know, I love these chats because I feel as though I'm not needed. I could just be getting on with I'm not up to an art stream right now, but otherwise. Uh, oh no, that's fine. Um, yeah, because Sheila's got it. Um, say, uh, yeah, multitasking, peachy. When I was a teen, I'd have to wee, get up, pull, don't mind as wee on the bedside and get back in bed. I guess you call it sleep weeing. Oh yeah, you got out of bed. Peachy is a woman of amazing talent. Absolutely is. I'm just impressed you got out of bed. Um, Crochet a couple of my plushie. Yeah, me and Raven need to talk about that for the Halloween thing. Get some of the plushies made up. Um, so many talented people in this. Oh yeah, I mean, I think probably for a community we have a higher percentage than a lot of communities in terms of creative people. Whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's crafting, crocheting, whatever it is. Um, writing. I think the paranormal is probably a subject area that goes hand in hand with it. of all the talent in this community. Actually, a couple of times as a kid I did that. I dreamt I went to the loo and woke up with the bed wet. Um, I put my crochet down to talk in chat. I want to go shopping with Peaches. um, could try adding knit into your plushie if you would like. That's a good idea. I just thought, yeah, absolutely. Definitely think I'm going to change my avatar for the next chat. You know, and when I'm just got to remember how to do it on YouTube because I suck at that. Uh, I dreamt I was falling and woke up on the floor. That happened when I was pregnant, wet in the bed. Um, I've got to get groceries tomorrow. Being putting off all week and running out of vitals. Yeah. Um, I was supposed to put an order in tonight and I didn't get around to it. Mind you, we've got bucket loads of food and I only need basics. And since I've got osteoarthritis, it's even more annoying to have to get up from bed to pee. I'm a woolly goddess, all needles, hooks and wool. I just always find you wake up needing to pee and you just want to go straight back to sleep, or you're so comfy you don't want to move. Um, I have done that a couple or dozen times. I live remote, so I do shopping once every few months, then look out. I always make sure that our pantry is sort of just well stocked up in non-perishables. There's a load of stuff I can make with just that if we need to. I never dream unless I have a fever. I wish I didn't dream all the time. I would love not to dream, just get knocked out and sleep. Um, I often, in the past, have always got up if I've been asleep and I keep going in and out of sleep. It's what I call silly dreams, just stupid dreams I can't be bothered with. And I end up getting up so I don't have to dream anymore. I had a dream once, as Mark Les said about that. But how remote? I think Sage is pretty remote. Um, I buy for every Monday. My budget is £30, which doesn't go over with delivery job. It annoys me with delivery actually in a way because the supermarket is literally at the top of my road. The reason I do deliveries is because of being pretty much housebound. And I do get a taxi 2 or 3 times a week up to the shop for bits and pieces, but I can't do a big shop now. Um, I mean, when I had the car, I sometimes used to. You can do a thing where you can pick up. I don't think they charge you for that. They'll do your shopping for you and they'll just bring it out to your car. Um, I suppose I could, because taxi would probably let me, but my meds make it so I don't remember my dreams. Apparently, I do have them mumble in the NMIC. Oh, I usually can't remember. I know as soon as I wake up, I'm going to forget my dream, but I know I bloody dreamt. I just can't remember. Mark, you need to be plushified. Sheila's trying to plushify everybody. um, I have a 200-mile round trip to go to the store. That is remote. My God. Uh, That takes some organising. I would actually love to live in the middle of that. Well, we are very rural here, but I always had dreams of having one of the house in the middle of nowhere with nothing around but um, snow emergency or any type of emergency. You are stuck here. Uh, does any of the foods make it back home safe, Trap? Um, I mean, the idea of living, with no people is very appealing to me. I could just imagine a plushie of me with a cap, a whistle, and a green flag. Yeah. If I had a lot of money and I could just live somewhere in the middle of nowhere and just have stuff brought in and not have to worry about it, then hell yeah. Hells to the earth. Um, it takes me 5 minutes to get to a shop, but about 3 hours to leave the house. Me sometimes. I'm less than 10 minutes from the grocery store, but still put off going. It takes yeah. It's just too much. I'm going to have to set up a voice activated recorder to find out what I'm on about. I couldn't do that. It's paranoia on my part. Can you imagine waking up and it's not your voice when you listen to it back? When I win the lotto, I'm visiting the sage. What did Rob say? Oh yeah. There's a lot of things I put off. Oh, I can't be bothered, I can't be bothered. And then when you actually do something, it takes you 5 minutes, and you think, I've been putting this off, and it's taken me 5 minutes to achieve. I am one of the worst people for putting things off. Always have been. I live for doing something tomorrow. It has trade-offs. I love the wildlife, the weather, the sunrise sets, but when you have to go to store or docks, it's an ordeal. Yeah, that would be the other thing with me, especially with mum, but even with me, sort of needing medical attention. It takes me 3 hours just to get out of bed. uh, that's a bit of a fear, that hearing. I get that would. It's actually why, and I have lived in a potentially very haunted property. Um, is people say, oh, and people say, oh, you should put cameras up, or and it's like, I know, you'd freak out if I'd freak out if I caught something. And I've had loads of experiences, including in that particular flat, but no, I'm not watching through footage to see something. Don't want to go to the dentist as the plan will be aiming to remove all my teeth, so I'm dreading it. I had most of my top ones taken out about 10 years ago. No, not that long. The top 4 taken out, then the rest taken about 5 years ago. My choice. Wasn't pleasant to do, but I'm not registered now because they were still trying to charge me £40 a month for the dental plan. It's like, oh, 8 teeth left. Come on. I try to procrastinate 3 times daily, 4 if I'm feeling up to it. That's me. Yeah, it was me. It was me. Like I say, it was my choice. It wasn't. Um, yeah. I had the top four taken out because they were crowned and they need. It was complicated. Oh, well, we don't know what we're going to do. We don't know if we can just replace the crowns, or you've got to have a bridge, or you've got to have implants. Blah blah blah. And I just said take them out because I actually said all of this crap you're going to do to me. Is that it? And oh no, you can need it again in 10 years. It's like take them out. Plus, I'm terrified of the dentist, so I just thought, less bloody teeth to worry about. My yard is so big and no paved driveway. I call an ambulance. They park on the road, carrying me like a sack of taters to the ambulance. No. Um, I couldn't record myself sleeping. Ooh, yeah, what dream was that? Yeah. Getting very flirtatious with Crow. Crow Daddy. Oh, oh, oh. Sleep. Best selling point, you like your teeth out. And he will too. Hitting the chat with a bang. Rob, you're still dreaming of Crow. Hey, you, Phil. You're not on a rotor or something. So Sarah's about to end the live, guys. Go in. New person. That's only Phil. It's only Leap. Hey, you. What time is it? 5:20. I've had broken teeth 2 different times. One of my front teeth is fake on the top. Had a few teeth broken. I was hit in the face by a piece of steel. Have a nice little bridge. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Blanky, hello. Too good to name anybody, Phil. Well, yeah, Blanky, helloing all over the place at the minute. I am not sure, Sheila. I'm definitely not recording it to see if I am. I'm sorry, I mean, as somebody who speaks out against phone apps and Estes and, spirit boxes and stuff, no. I don't want to hear something I shouldn't be hearing. It was bad enough on Monday when I got woken up by a police officer standing at my bedroom door. I was like, what? So, I'm eating pizza. No. And phone too small for my fat fingers. I think I'd go with the eating pizza bit there, guys. That's really the issue. Phil's pizza portal is hungry. It'll be the needles. They're going to have to send me for sedation. Oh, needles don't bother me. I'd rather have sedation. I've had most of my back teeth pulled. Reflux and Crohn's disease ruined my teeth. Until I was 6 years old, I was on phenobarbital, which I don't think they give to kids now. It's too strong. And it's a common side effect of phenobarbital in kids that it ruins your adult teeth. So, yeah, it's nothing I've done. It's literally the teeth were never going to last. Also makes them porous. So it doesn't matter how well you're sort of looking after them, crap gets in. Never like needles. I don't mind needles, and I don't like them to. The only needle that ever bothered me recently was when I was in hospital with the breathing problem. Bloody lying bastard of a nurse said to me, "Oh, this'll sting." I can't know what they were doing. But he put it in my wrist. get an artery in my wrist. Hell, that did not sting. That was hellish painful. I nearly jumped out my skin. You have to rely on the immunity community to help you feel better about it. When they were trying to sort out my crowns, and I was just listening to the first appointment without them knowing what was going to happen was 3 hours, and I'm like, hell no. And I actually spoke to my dad about it. He'd had a couple of false teeth at the front from being a kid because he knocked his teeth out on his bike. So I spoke to him about having, a denture, and he was like, go for it, Sarah. I have a pic of the incarnation of Elvis sitting on the Domino delivery guy's car, judging me at the pickup window. You're being judged for more pizza. They shouldn't be judging you for that, sweetie. Elvis lives, says Mike. I took liquid iron for the first 7 years of my life, so my teeth came in with a yellow tinge. I've always envied those with pearly whites. My top four and front four at the bottom were like, they were fine at the top, but halfway down they were thinner and yellowy. So mine was a bit the same. Other drugs on that pizza, Phil. Crow's Elvis. Oh! Okay. Now it makes sense. How long will it take to do a needle? I had sedation for having my second wisdom tooth out, and they also took a tooth out of the top because they don't want to take my top wisdom teeth out because of nerve damage. So they moved the teeth next to them. And the sedation, honestly, and I am terrified of dentists. And honestly, I wasn't away with the fairies or anything like that. I just lay there. It was just like lying there and nothing happening. I would go for the sedation. The needle in the back of the hand, that's the sedation. It doesn't knock you out, but honestly, you don't care. It's literally like lying there with your mouth open, but nothing happening. And actually, I remember him saying, "Oh, right, I'll get onto the wisdom tooth." And I'm like, "Have you taken the other tooth out?" He says, "Yeah, because when it first goes in, apparently you're oblivious." Yeah, Elvis did live. I was sad when Elvis went, and he's just lost Callie. And my Chloe, who's my favourite's all lost. Lost a snuggle buddy. My cat Fonzie lived to be 17 years old. Beautiful Russian blue cat. On the plus side, I don't ever need a toothbrush because I won't get a gift back from the dentist. What? Oh no, you can't go home on the bus, and also you can't drive. Dad drove, unfortunately, because mine was in Newcastle. They referred me to one in Newcastle, and Dad drove me there and back. I think on the way back, because it was about an hour's drive, I fell asleep by Cramlington, so I actually slept most of the way. No, you can't. You need somebody to take you, bring you back, or taxi it. Lou, do the citation if you can. They had to drill into the bone to put one numbing in. It wasn't working. Yeah. Night, Patricia. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. You sharing that pizza, Phil? Did you get any sacks? Phil's sharing pizza. I highly doubt it. Get any sides? Oh, they've got sides. I pretty much guarantee you. Cat's 23. Holy. Uh, my dentist has gift bags of dental items sometimes. Mouthwash samples. Oh, my I didn't have gift bags, but mine they used to give me bits and pieces to try out. My little fur britches will be 7 this August. Oh, thank you, Sheila. Bless you too. Uh, I have 3, Rob. 2 are gone, but I'll share. Uh, yeah, you have to have temp to before you. Actually, the ones I never actually got my permanent one for the denture, for the latest denture. But I'm not on a plan anymore, so I'd have to pay full price. So I just put it with the one I've got. Um, but yeah, you have to have a permanent one first because your mouth has to heal. There's no point in giving you one before all that's happened. Permanent one. Terrified of dentist since I was young, but freezing doesn't stay working and blisters my mouth. I was told to suck it up. I couldn't. I had gas at one point because when I wanted sedation, but they said I was too overweight to. I put weight on, so suddenly couldn't have the sedation. So I had gas, and I hated it. I absolutely hated the gas. I actually had to ask them to turn it down. It was when the front four were taken out. Fortunately, they came out no bother. They literally just. I think the front ones only had one root, so they literally just popped out. Um, but I hated the gas. I couldn't have the gas again. Lovely boys sharing their pizza. Yeah. If Crow was here, that wouldn't be happening. I usually don't share because I don't have enough. My mum had all her teeth pulled when she was 20, got dentures, she had soft teeth, and they said they just started falling out. Actually, my grandmother, my dad's mum, I can't remember when she did it, but she wasn't, I think she was in her 40s. She just went to the dentist and there's nothing wrong with her teeth. She just told him to take them all out. And she literally had them all out and had dentures because she didn't want to faff about with going to the dentist. The thought of having them all out, God. I've had all 4. See, my mum had all 4 wisdom teeth removed at once. I mean, I've had 2 wisdom teeth taken out, both of them separately. And God, it was bad enough having them. Mind you, I suppose they were impacted. Problems to get out. But Mum did. One way to put off everybody talking about food. I know. Talk about going to the dentist. She said, mind you, I'm alright. Eating a chocolate marshmallow. Right, how am I doing? 2.5 hours. Yeah, so much for quickie. So much for quickie. Mush at first, soups, yogurt. Oh, right. Do you know something? I'd never had that before. And I kept being told, got to be careful of dry socket. I've only ever had it once, but my God, it's painful. Didn't even know what it was. And we talk about dry socket. Oh, it's horrendous. Where's it? Almost worse than a toothache. My grandpa's mum had no teeth at all. She would eat steak, corn on the cob, no problem. Always scared me when she did. God. Has been an awesome chat tonight, thank you. No one likes a quickie, Sarah. No comment. Mum said I was doomed to be dumb. Right. Guys, I'm going to end it. Because I need to actually eat something properly. But thank you so much. Oh, keep me company tonight. That's awesome. And like I said, I'm going to try and fit in a night live tomorrow. But if I don't, or today, I'll be live at the regular time on Saturday. And I'll catch you later. Toodles.
Shapy Poo here. Fakers suck! Whoa, spooky party crashes! Hey, that's my good paint! Now you're just showing off! This is the best mess ever! Encore now, Ghost!
Singing my heart away, hoping for a better day. This song will light the way.
Hey everyone, welcome to my show. I'm your plush rock star host. Let's rock out with a song. La la la, feel the vibe.
A nice hot cuppa. Is it good? Is it good?
I am a paranormal monkey and I love knitwear. Oh yeah baby, feel those woolen vibes. Jumpers forever.
I hate mayo on hot dogs. No, you have to try it again till you like it.